I basically came here because I had a fear of flying,
Okay.
and that was sort of coupled with a fear of claustrophobia, fear of tight spaces, and every time I had to go on a flight, I would start to get really nervous and anxious a couple days before, and then when I would fly, I would usually have to take some medication to relax me. I would be frightened the whole time on the plane ride. Well, to be honest, it was actually a pretty profound experience because it was relaxing. It put me into I guess they call it hypnotic state, but it also brought me back to some issues that I know now were sort of triggering the fear of flying and the claustrophobia. And through hypnosis, I was able to actually get in touch with those moments and sort of make peace with them. And I found that was really helpful when it came time to fly, because I had 4 flights in 2 weeks that I had to do for vacation, and each of those flights went off without a hitch. And normally 4 flights in 2 weeks would cause me a lot of anxiety.
I was having a phobia of driving,
Okay.
and it's been quite a while. It's been probably about 10 years. I'd be driving on the highway. I have 3 children, I have a wife, and I have my whole family in the car. And for some reason, when I'm driving and I'm near trucks or cars that seem like they're a little bit out of control, I kind of fall into a little bit of a panic attack. I wouldn't go places alone. My wife would have to drive. It's changed my life, really. I've gone through therapy, I've gone through medication, I've gone through different ways to kind of get through this. And nothing worked, and I just felt like this, let me just try it. I mean, I have nothing to lose, but just to try and see what happens. And after the very first session, that following weekend, I was on bridges next to trucks, in the fast lane with my son in the car, and it was like, I felt like I was somewhat empowered a little bit. And then I went to the second session, and I felt even better. I drove my daughter to her soccer tournaments down South Jersey, went to the shore, went to Lake George, and by the third time, it was almost like I couldn't wait to drive.
I recently underwent hypnosis for a fear of flying that I've had. That's when I found Ellie, and I came in because I had a flight to go to Las Vegas with a friend that I really wanted to go to, but I was feeling so nervous that I wanted to back out of it. I underwent 2 sessions with Ellie, and it was great. It was very relaxing. It wasn't at all what I initially thought it would be. After 2 sessions, I went on the flight to Las Vegas, and it was kind of scary because I wasn't sure if it would have worked or not. And it worked very well. I wasn't really that much nervous on the first flight going because I was still testing out. About 20 minutes into the flight, I was able to relax, and I really had a very enjoyable flight. The return flight home, I actually was able to look out the window, which I've never been able to do. I was able to look out the window. I even fell asleep for most of the flight, and I felt extremely comfortable. I've actually planned several different flights throughout the summer now. I feel a lot more confident about flying, and it's all because of hypnosis.